Rewind feed for Batman Arkham Origins. I'm Greg Miller alongside IGN's Big Cheese, Steve Butts.
What's up, Greg?
Hey, Steve, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's good to see you. I'm good. This trailer is awesome.
Yeah, I'm super excited. There's so much stuff in this trailer.
We've all been talking for a long time about how great the fact that Batman Arkham Origins, the prequel to the Arkham series we already know, has a new developer, but it looks like the old Batman, so we're super excited. This is the first trailer where I've been like, good lord, this is an awesome trailer. They finally nailed it.
Yeah, there's a lot of content in this thing. Some nice gameplay hints as well. But
sure.
Mostly, this is for me is about the story and the context. It shows a lot of the guys Batman's fighting. It shows a lot of the places that he's going to be fighting. So there's a lot of detail here.
To bring everybody up to speed, of course, on the starter level, this is basically 2 years into being Batman. Black Mask right there. He's put out a bounty, and 8 assassins have come to Gotham on Christmas Eve to kill Batman and claim the millions of dollars that are on his head. But that's all old stuff. Let's get to the new stuff.
That's a pretty nice Christmas for them.
That's going to be a very nice Christmas for them. Go a little bit further. Obviously, there you go. Not enough nudity on there for me. I'm always looking for full frontal Bruce Wayne. So there we go. Assassin number 1, Bane.
Yeah.
We've seen him a bunch. We get to see him in a new light this time, though. That coming up. This is what we've seen before. Younger Bane.
Yeah, this is a little less developed than he shows up later in the trailer as.
Up next, Deathstroke the Terminator.
Obviously.
Up next, Copperhead.
Yeah,
she was our last reveal.
She was recently revealed at Comic-Con. Yeah, it's sort of a new take on the character.
Exactly. Yeah, finally a female version. All right. Then Joker.
Everybody's favorite,
Joker.
right?
Everybody knows Joker, so it's nice to see him up and about doing things. Slams his knife down, and then here you go, Bane. Looking like he's going to do some damage. Of course, Bane, everybody knows him, the man who broke the bat.
Yeah, but does he have to do that every time he appears?
He didn't do it he didn't do it in the last Batman. Like when he showed up in Arkham Asylum, he didn't.
He didn't. That's right. But he did it in the Lego game.
Sure.
Like
he did it really adorably in the Lego game, so you can't be too mad.
Right.
Like we said, Warner Brothers Games, WB Games Montreal working on this. Not Rocksteady. Rocksteady working on another project we assume to be next-gen Batman.
Yeah,
we don't have any confirmation,
yeah.
But Kevin Conroy always.
So this is interesting. This is a look at the Batcave here.
The first time we've ever been in the Batcave.
It's pretty amazing.
Batman games. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, you can see over here on the left there's like a little platform with a bunch of crates and barrels and things like that. Interesting that there's sort of some Wayne stenciling on those crates, but it's backwards. They flipped this shot, I'm guessing, for composition.
Exactly, to get the exact thing they wanted for this trailer, they flipped it. So when you play it, imagine it to be reversed. But there's the bat plane in the back, the bat wing. Then you pointed out over here the gurney, little med station.
Yeah, it looks like this little triage area down here in the lower right. And one of the parts of the backstory for Batman is that his butler is also a medic.
Alfred, that's his name.
Well, I assume
I'm going to drop some news on you.
We'll get to that in a second. I'm learning something in this movie.
Okay, good.
But yeah, Batman obviously gets hurt a lot through the course of just his daily routine, and so it's nice to see that little nod to that here in the Batcave.
And also, there's bats flying around.
Spoilers. Yeah, well, you got to have that.
My question, no, that's not. Forget it. My question is now stupid because I was dumb.
Okay.
I will not ask it. Here's our first ever shot of Alfred.
Right.
We'll get a better shot in a little bit, but we're going to go chronologically through it. Steve, what's that over to the left?
Yeah, I want to point out here, so you see these monitors behind Alfred on the left here. They look a lot like the interface from the previous games, which I think is nice. It's a nice sort of like continuity between what Batman's got in the cave and also maybe the heads-up display that he relies on when he's out in the field.
Yeah, it's funny. We always talk the old Arkham, the other Arkham games, the old Arkham games. They always showed the map and then said it was getting a feed from the Bat computer, but here you actually get to see that happening.
And you actually see it says map objectives right there, and it's a little
like
thing pointing to where you're going.
Like, that's really, really cool. And then similar to in Arkham City when, spoilers, Bruce Wayne got his costume, comes out of this little thing. A good shot of a young Master Wayne.
Right. You see the reflection there. Isn't that nice?
Like, you like that?
Like a little duality
in him. He's in there. That's Bruce Wayne's inside the bat suit.
Yeah. This is a unshaven Batman too, which I kind of like.
He's having a rough night. He's got to get right to. Again, Deathstroke. More of the guys here. Assassin herself. And then here, finally, Bane's out of that jacket. He's hooked up to the Venom. Yeah,
and you see it sort of coursing through the veins there on his bicep. Very cool effect.
Joker, a more casual Joker here.
Right.
No tie, just hanging out, chilling out, looking creepy as hell.
This is the at-home Joker, right?
Black Mask, of course, the man who's put the bounty on Batman's head.
Now you notice there's a lady beside him there as well. I didn't really get a good look at her, but I'm not sure we can identify whether that's a person. We do see Copperhead having kind of a similar haircut, and later on there's going to be a female character that we see Batman rescue, and I wonder if we could see if it looks like this first character that we're seeing.
I don't think so. This looks like a brunette over here. She's in a little suit.
Yeah.
You probably just spoiled something. I didn't even think about that. Next time, now I'm going to see her in the game and know she's bad news. Batman's suiting up. No ass shot like the old Schumacher films, but there he's got the grappling hook set to go.
Right.
Another shot of the grappling hook. I think the grappling hook's important.
It's going to be useful.
Colin, like you said, look at that. Unshaven a little bit there. He's got that 5 o'clock shade on those blue eyes.
This is it. I mean, the guy, he's got his own butler, and he still doesn't have time to shave in the morning.
You know, he's busy.
You managed to get yourself together today.
I barely do. Every day it's a struggle. Finally, the bat plane here, the bat wing getting ready. More of like a little hover deal.
Right.
Climbing up in the bowels of it and getting in. He's very much like in Batman Begins when he goes into the front of the tumbler.
And this is one of the things, I mean, Batman has been defined by gadgets, and some of those gadgets are obviously the vehicles that he has, and we haven't really had a lot of vehicle-based gameplay in these games. I don't think we're going to see it in this, but this makes me want it even more, seeing this thing take off.
It's funny that, they've struggled with how to incorporate that stuff. The Batmobile, of course, has a glancing, basically hit on Bane.
Sure, right.
You have to get something out of the trunk in Asylum. But in
Right.
this one, it's taking place over a much larger map, different islands, and you fast travel between them using the Batplane,
Right.
shooting up, do this. So here we are coming up to Blackgate Prison, and it's got some gibberish under there. What does that mean?
That's Latin. So
What?
A lot of people don't know this about me. My degree is in Latin.
No, it is not.
Yeah, which makes me like perfectly suited for the job that I have right now.
This is what it's all built to for
This
you.
is the only time I've ever been able to use this. The inscription below Blackgate here is Latin. It means I emerged from struggle. Basically, it's a relatively well-known Latin motto. But yeah, I mean, it seems pretty suited for where it's placed here and kind of the context of
going
the
to Blackgate
adventure.
Prison, and of course this looks deep into the Batman's Christmas Eve. His cape completely in tatters. He's got a scratched up back of the helmet there.
And who is this kneeled figure here? I mean, is that Gordon? Maybe is that just a random police guy? Is it one of the workers at Blackgate?
It's a good question. It looks like it might just be a random guard, but who knows?
But you notice also this guard or this inmate right in front of Batman. He's got a riot shield. He's got a police riot shield. So obviously things have already gone pretty bad here.
Sure, and it's one of those things that you commented on. We're about to see some fights with these guys. It's stuff we've seen in previous Batman games, right? Like there's the stun rods. You can take the stun rod away and take it away, use it on him. You have a shield right over there.
Right.
Also, you have the bats coming up for the XP he got. But stuff we've seen Batman do before. As obviously he's going to be learning stuff. Here he is, beating the hell out of these guys inside of this place.
And this is one thing I was a little worried about with Montreal taking over, but like the fight seems super fluid. The animation is great. The tension and kind of rhythm of it all seems perfectly where I want it to be. And we notice this guy here, he's got a little bit of a tattoo there on his face, right?
Yeah. Looks like another, black mask?
Another
maybe?
black mask guy.
As usual, the guys wear masks to identify. These guys look like they're on some kind of different troop.
Yeah, so we've moved from the inmates now to these other guys. I have no idea what their role in this game is.
Black mask again, I'm angry. And then here's something we talked about in a previous trailer. I believe it was Chuck and I in a rewind, that this is like a gladiator setup. We've gone through. It says, the decks. It's like it looks like it's on the inside of a ship. There's got these gladiator posters in the background. If you remember them from previous rewinds, we get a tease of what that actually is in a little bit. There's a butt.
Yeah.
That is not what
now
I was
you notice on the floor there, right in front of the butt, it says you can't really make it out, but on the door behind or after,
Sionis.
Sionis Industries.
We're here in again. Roman Sionis is Black Mask.
Right.
If you remember in the last Copperhead trailer, Batman got poisoned by Copperhead when she struck with those fangs you see there on her fingertips. It looks like one of the effects here is hallucinations.
Yeah, because there are multiple Copperheads. That doesn't make sense continuity. That's
No, there's not multiple
Yeah,
Copperheads.
right.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what happens there. Another tough as nails Bane. He's getting all jacked up.
So yeah, we're seeing Bane now fighting Batman's like on a rooftop somewhere. It's super snowy. So what I like about this trailer is it shows you kind of where you're fighting each of these people.
Yeah.
And for me, maybe that kind of takes away a little bit of the surprise. Like, oh, I'm going to Sionis Industries. I don't know what I'm going to find there. Well, obviously you're going to fight Copperhead now,
Right.
but I do like getting these little hints of what's going to be in the game.
Sure, yeah. I'm looking forward to this game more and more. And then here's our new reveal.
Yeah, and totally new guy. This is Firefly, not a super well-known Batman villain.
No,
I gotta say.
Firefly. I think his biggest. I think for most people, if you're a comic book nerd, Batgirl Year One, I think is where most people remember Firefly popping up. That he actually had like more of a starring campaign here. Of course, named Garfield Lynns. By my count, in guessing, he would be the 6th assassin we've seen so far. We've seen Bane, Deathstroke, Copperhead, Joker. Then Deadshot has been featured before at 5, but he's on this trailer. And then 6 would be Firefly.
There you go.
Who pops up. We have some Firefly game fun. Now here, real quick, too, this over here says the Pioneer. It says GP over there. You're looking to the left there. That
or is
red
that
banner.
GB, maybe Gotham Bank? I'm not sure what that is.
Interesting. We're going to get here in a little bit that it's, I believe it might be Gotham Bridge, because there's a Pioneer Bridge sign coming up in a little bit.
That's right. There is a Pioneer
And there's
Bridge.
a really good shot of Firefly.
Yeah.
Definitely a more... I guess, gritty take on him than it was in the Batgirl thing when he was like just a purple dude.
Yeah, so he's not really like a super smart guy. He's just, he can fly and he can shoot fire out of his flamethrower there.
Again, you can see how screwed up Batman's suit is.
Yeah. Now look at where Joker is here. We're going to come back to this in a little bit, but he's got sort of this like ancient castle or whatever it is.
Right,
and
stained glass windows.
Yeah,
Something very fancy, a mansion, if you will.
We'll get some clues to that a little bit later.
Okay.
And Bane here is sort of in. This maybe is inside the balcony where he was fighting before, some sort of rooftop penthouse.
It might still be the you remember that in the trailer, one of the debut trailers for Joker is Bane throwing Batman through a wall into Joker's clutches.
Yeah.
So maybe we're inside that mansion. So while this happens, I don't know.
It's quite possible.
That's right where Copperhead strikes and poisons Batman. Batman just letting Joker put a gun to his head. Can't see his arms. Maybe he's restrained. Maybe he's not.
Maybe he's just waiting to punch the crap out of him.
Well, I know that's happening. That's going to come no matter what. Ooh. So here we got a really good breaks it open. Slade Wilson.
He looks angry. He looks like a mad person.
Deathstroke the Terminator is always mad.
And again, there's some more posters you can see in the background here as we go through. One of them says, "Who's next?" Can't quite make out what it says on that other poster behind Batman.
Yeah, some of them were like I was saying before. They were like the Guardian things, as far as like, okay, here's what these different people we've had and different people we've fought or whatever. Again, it's going to come back in a little bit. We're not done here. You'll see a little bit more of what's up here. But if you look back here, it looks like there's almost like a submarine above them up there.
Huh? Is there a Batman villain that uses a submarine usually? Maybe so.
There's water-based ones who I think are involved with this.
Right.
Bane again. Nice shot of Bane.
Yeah.
He's so mad.
Really creepy.
He's having a bad day.
Really creepy.
Again, still fighting here. This looks like a really rough and tumble fight. Yeah. More stuff here with the different Copperheads. It looks like even though they're hallucinations, you have to fight each one of them.
Yeah. Well, that happened with the Scarecrow sequences in the previous games. Like
here's
the
Batman
things that
using one against the others, which is pretty awesome.
That's kind of awesome. More stuff with Firefly here.
Here we're still in the mansion, and at some point in the fight, the stained glass windows we saw earlier are broken, and you see Joker's actually using them as a knife, one of the shards of glass there.
I gotta say, this sequence in particular to me is a little terrifying, right? Like, I mean, this seems like serious business. The rest of it is all a little easier for me to take because it's like a guy in a giant robot suit shooting a flamethrower. But
look at that right there. That's the shot of the trailer.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing over there at WB Montreal. And there's our first shot out of Alfred. Now, are they doing a different take on Alfred?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the deal is with this.
I mean, we've never seen the man in the video game before. We're looking at it. Is he still British?
I don't know. I mean, and this could be a different character, right?
Oh yeah, sure. We're jumping to conclusions and stuff, and they're allowed to interpret it however they want. But.
I mean, it could be sort of a guy at Wayne Industries, or it could be a city official who's pissed off about Batman. Because the whole idea, or the whole context for Batman in this game is like he's not the superhero; he's the vigilante that the police hate.
Right. Here we see him mask off, debating his entire life.
And that's one of the things I really liked about the original Arkham Asylum is just how beat up he got through the course of the game. Like his cape is all tattered, and he's just looking rough, and you really got a sense of the fight and the struggle he had been through.
Looks like Joker has taken over what I'd imagine to be Blackgate here, right? We've seen Blackgate Prison. This guy's dressed in Blackgate Prison, and then we have all this stuff here about revolting and go out and do the bad stuff.
And all the mattresses kind of put up. Okay, so here's this girl in the bank sequence.
And you were saying maybe it was the same girl from Black Mask. Maybe not. Who knows?
I'm not 100% sure, but you see she's got a name tag on there. So she's somebody who just sort of works there. But you also mentioned to me earlier, like she looks like she's got a little smile there.
If you watch her face throughout this entire thing, the smile never leaves her face. She definitely looks like she's got Joker toxin. There's a great shot of it.
Yeah.
No one sits there and smiles when they're Batman's hurling away from an exploding bank vault.
And on the inside of the vault, you see like there's a painting there and like wine and stuff like that. So it's obviously stuff they really want to protect. Maybe it's Bruce Wayne stuff.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know. I mean,
I think they're at a bank. I think there's money on the floor there. Explosion. And then over here, there's a sign, check cashing.
Yeah, but I mean, that could be Wayne's stuff in there, right?
Okay. Now
maybe a villain's going after him. Maybe somebody finds out who he is.
Sure. I lobbied the whole thing's origin, meeting characters for the first time, so on and so forth.
Right.
To me, and she's in a lab coat.
Right.
She's at this bank. That doesn't make much sense to me. I'm saying it might be Harley. This might be the birth of Harley Quinn.
Totally
Dr.
possible.
Harley Quinn's
Totally possible.
Batman's still getting beat up. Over there's still Joker writings on the wall. Something about Xmas. Christmas. There's Joker doing it. And then here's the moment we were talking about earlier, right?
Oh,
Bane definitely gets in there.
That's heartbreaking.
I don't know if he actually breaks his back, right? Because that's a long game.
Right.
A lot of rehabilitation to go through. I'm pretty sure it's one night. They've already confirmed. So, and there it is. That finally, Jim Gordon, not Commissioner Gordon yet. I believe Captain Gordon, from what we've heard before in preview events.
Right.
Finally coming to meet Batman here. Has a great moment telling him that you should trust us. The people trust us. And he's like, if that's true, why would I be here?
And you notice right behind him there's a poster. This is Earn It, right?
Yeah.
Like, which is kind of a nice sort of. it adds a little symbolism and a little weight to this moment. But yeah, Gordon and Batman here are adversaries, which I kind of like. I like seeing that.
Right.
And the SWAT guys come in, of course, and they make a poor decision here, I think. Or the cutting is bad.
Yeah,
we'll
just start shooting.
Basically, just like start shooting.
You imagine
the crap.
it's like most interpretations, though, right? Where
Right.
James Gordon's the one good guy,
Right,
and the rest
right.
are everybody else. Here's another shot of just how damaged Batman is.
Yeah,
Suit looks
so
awesome.
crazy.
The suit looks really, really good. But it doesn't look like a year 2 suit, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's Batman. I don't care. Have fun.
So let's go back a little bit because you can see some stuff on the bridge here.
You sure can.
There's
So right there, it's the Pioneer Bridge thing we're talking about.
And then go back a little bit. There's a poster down here for Mercy Island.
Right.
Now, if you know Mercy Island, I think it's Edwin or maybe Owen Mercy in the comics continuity was this rich. Eric, there you go.
Mercy
I was
is what
wrong
have
both
from
times.
The DC.
Yeah, he's a super wealthy guy, and he built this gigantic mansion on Mercy Island, and then it just was abandoned for many years, and the Joker took it over.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's where the Joker is fighting Batman with all the
and that
stained
mansion
glass and
becomes
stuff.
Arkham
Yeah.
sometimes, right?
That
Or at
mansion
least-
eventually, Arkham Asylum is eventually moved to that mansion at some point.
Interesting.
But in this continuity, it looks like that's where the Joker's hideout is.
So with all the stained glass stuff, that's where we think he is.
That's my guess. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
it
mean,
makes
it seems to make
sense to me.
sense.
At least for one of the locations in the game. Remember, you're getting around a lot. And then here, I've been, I'm sure I'm the only one who's been wondering what this whole thing is. If you look up there, like who's been running this Gladiator League? Right there, you got the Penguin logo.
Oh, look at that!
And
Look at that.
it says Champion Group A. So you would imagine Penguin is running this fight club somewhere on what looks to be a tanker, right? There's a flying ship there.
Yeah, right.
He's
right.
on some. Oh, there's people back there.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's got like a little, and that totally looks like the Penguin right there in the middle.
Yeah, with some busty broads next to him.
Well, I mean, if you're a big criminal like that,
Yeah, that's
then
what you got to
surround yourself.
And like,
with,
there's even bigger Penguin banners there that I somehow missed, but caught the little one. So whatever. In the end, I got you where you needed to be to tell you about Penguin being in there, and that we finally cracked the code
nice.
of who's happening. And then you get a whole bunch of quick shots of people you've been seeing this whole time.
Right.
Bane with a bazooka, Joker just being a badass. Joker played by Troy Baker this time. Remember, Roger Craig Smith, Batman. Both been on Up at Noon. Go watch Up at Noon. And then there's the logo.
Man, a lot of stuff in this one.
A lot of stuff, but like I said, this is the first trailer. And like the other trailers have been good.
Right.
It's just like this is the first trailer. I was like, now I am ready to play this game.
Right.
They are ramping up correctly to their October 26th release. Very, very excited. And then now that we know the release date of PlayStation 4, and you imagine that Xbox One, of course, hitting somewhere near that,
Right.
it's about to get crazy in the video game industry.
Looks good, man.
For everything nuts about gaming, keep it here on IGN.